Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the latest It's Live from Dreamcatcher. They're doing two songs in this one, which is a nice change. Apparently they're also doing it in one take, according to the title, which is kind of crazy, but I'd expect nothing less from the queens of everything. Um, So they're doing Vision, obviously, but they're also doing Some Love, which I think is kind of funny because everything that I'm seeing on Twitter makes me think that the fandom is like infatuated with Fairy Tale. But then on the flip side of things, it seems like Dreamcatcher is trying to push Some Love. Um, Out of the two B sides on the mini album, it feels like that Dreamcatcher and the Insomnias are not on the same page with this one, which is very interesting. I personally don't mind either way. Like both of the songs, I think are very good. Neither of them are really my favorite Dreamcatcher songs. I feel like the Fairy Tale is probably the better song overall. It's very in line with Airplane and Whisper and Starlight. Um, Not like identical to them in any way, but they all feel like they're in sort of a similar vein, and I really enjoy that. So I feel like if I were to listen to all of them together, it would make sense musically. But either way, we're going to be checking out Some Love, one take, live band. Uh, I may have to heavily obscure the video for this one because it's live and they're very inconsistent about what videos they block and let up. But either way, we're going to enjoy. Looks like they're not dancing this time, which makes sense if they're doing two songs in one take. But yeah, let's check it out. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Getting straight into it.
와우. 네, 인사드릴까요? 둘, 셋.
웨이콘건 안녕하세요. 드림캐쳐입니다.
우! 네, 저희 드림캐쳐가
All the outfits from
또
this era look
이츠
crazy.
라이브에 놀랐습니다.
와우.
이렇게 항상 불러주셔서 너무너무 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
그리고 오늘도 멋진 분들과 함께
나라라.
하게 되어 너무너무 영광인데요.
Geo is so
네.
precious.
오늘 저희 드림캐쳐가 들려드릴 곡은 바로바로
비전과 그리고 수록곡 썸러브입니다. 와우.
오. 그러면 썸러브부터 저희 드림캐쳐가
Oh, they're starting with Some
신나게
Love.
달려보도록 하겠습니다.
So they might dance
Get
then
it.
for
Go,
Vision.
go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Geo's already dancing.
똑바로 걸어 수평 맞춰 발끈 느낌 따라 시선을 힘껏 높여 마치 꽂힌 빌딩처럼 발을 벌려봐 나는 네가 특별하단 걸 알아 굳은 몸을 풀고
Alright, they always sound so good.
지금 너에게로 주문을 걸어
Yo, Handong. She's so weird.
하늘의 색은 sky blue 내가 생각하는 대로 내 모습을 그려 목소리 높이 올려 Let's go
잠깐 손 넘는 참견은 stop. 그들이 맞아도 내 마음은 때로 다르니까. 눈을 감으면 연락이는 우주와도 같아 이곳에선 play my game.
We don't need some love
Fitting that it goes to next. I feel like Dami and Handong, even though they're not getting like the amount of lines that some other members get, like Shion always gets the most because she's the main vocalist, and then probably Yuyeon and Jiu right after her. That's just based. I don't think that's like factual. That's just my impression. But even though they don't get the most lines in the songs, this era in all of the songs, but especially Vision, they stand out so much. They just have so much presence. Their parts are always so good. Handong's parts are my favorite in Vision, especially the pre-chorus for the second time around. When she's in the center doing that like windmill sort of move. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, these two especially are just like standing out so much in this era, and I love that they get to do that because I think maybe not Dami as much, but Handong for sure doesn't get as much shine earlier on in Dreamcatcher, especially like Nightmare series timeline, but also when she's missing for two comebacks for Scream and Boca, she's very missed there. And then ever since she's come back, I feel like Dreamcatcher, and then I feel like Dreamcatcher is probably pushing for it more because they're one of the groups that like the way that they interact with each other is very genuine, compared to maybe some other groups that put on a little bit like they overemphasize how much they like each other, maybe a little bit more than they actually do. Um, not saying every group, but just Dreamcatcher is one of the ones that doesn't do that at all, I feel. And I feel like Dreamcatcher, the other members would have pushed for Handong to get more lines now that she had come back. And it's cool that she's getting a chance to shine now in this era, even though her line number, like amount of lines she has, could still be higher. I feel like she's getting very crucial parts, and I love that. And Dami as well has always been like kind of iconic. Yeah,
손 넘는 참견은 stop 그들이 맞아도 내 마음은 때로 다르니까 눈을 감으면 연락이는 우주와 똑같아 이곳에선 play my game
We don't need some love 지금 너에게로 좀 눈을 걸어
sounds so good. Oh, off to you. I like Shion. I think I haven't heard the song in probably like a week because it's on my bigger playlist, but not the one that I listen to daily, or the couple that I listen to pretty much daily. I feel like Shion's not hitting that note as well as she would probably want to. It just feels like she's kind of getting cut off a little bit. But maybe I'm misremembering that part there. Like, she doesn't sound bad by any means. It just feels like maybe she's not sliding up to that note as smoothly as she would want to. But then you listen to her there and she sounds incredible. Ooh, she hit that amazingly. Wait, how did you undo it? Very similar to Shion, so maybe I'm just misremembering the song.
맞아. 그리고 긍정적인 에너지가 뿜뿜 하는 것 같아요.
맞아요.
It is a very positive
다음
song.
곡으로 들려드릴 곡은 바로 드림캐쳐의 따끈따끈한 신곡 비전입니다.
와우.
다미 씨,
네.
비전은 어떤 곡인가요?
네, 비전은요. 매종에 이어서 드림캐쳐의 신념을 가득 담은 곡입니다.
아,
Why did she do that? She's like made herself cringe by doing that cutesy stuff that GU does.
인사드리도록 하겠습니다. 저희는 지금까지 드림캐쳐였습니다. 안녕.
감사합니다.
Before we get into Vision, I forgot to show you guys. I got my album. I got the limited edition. So before we jump into that, I'm a little disappointed because I was looking for one photo card in particular, the one that apparently is very common to get of Jiu with all the kiss marks on her, but I did get some good photo cards. Anyway, Dreamcatcher's album cases are like so high quality, it's crazy. But yeah, just wanted to show that. Let's go into Vision.
소중한 시간이다.
Let's go. 정해진 위치로 신경을 올리 심장이 떨리 누구도 절대로 뚫지 못해 꿈의 미래 Not for me 사막보다 메마른 이곳에 채워질 수 없는 갈증
I just want to go back and listen to GU do that note again because that was so smooth. That was unnecessary, Shion. Ooh. When we get into Dami's part, I feel like the instrumental from the live band is actually like obviously the original version is like incredible. It's probably my favorite song, like title track of the year at the very least. Everything in October though is super high quality. But I feel like the live band version of it is like like I don't want to say it's like better or worse. I feel like it's just like a different version of the song that's just as good. Because the style of the song, even though it's like very dark techno infused, is also like very rock, which is awesome. It's very Dreamcatcher to do that. And I feel like the live version of it is just like really good. Basically, what I want to say. But the chorus was like killer, and Guyon destroyed her part. Like the "I'll give you vision" part, that was great. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Turning over page, turning over page, turning over page. 조금씩 좁혀가 유력한 진동자. 남겨진 빅템.
Ooh, that was cool.
찾아와 지키지 않기 play.
Gonna hunt you, gonna karma. Gonna get you, gonna get you karma. 대충 그거 맞춰 보는 나는 남았어. 그렇게. Not for me. 하늘 가득 분노를 담은 그 내려치는 thunder. 이미 지켜낸 땅 그 위에 말을 들고 또 맞서 싸워.
You sound so good. Oh, come on, Sua, that's not fair. Dude, the way that she belts it and then hits it so softly, what the hell? what am I even supposed to say about that? Like, I knew it was coming because they're not dancing, so obviously Shion has more breath to work with. But just hearing her hit the full note live, uninterrupted, because in most of the live stages, so a side point, the promotion period wasn't long enough, and it's sad. I know they had to stop promoting. Maybe I don't know if it was like a music show thing, but obviously they have their Broken Halloween concert, and then they're starting the second leg of their world tour, which is not a world tour because they're not coming to where I live. But that's besides the point. The fact that she did that note live, I was expecting it, but she still blew me away. Hell of a main vocalist, best there is. I mean, that's just my opinion. You can have different ones. Oh my god. Also, I just want to point out how Yuyeon is just getting better every time. Like, she's always been a lead vocalist who could have been a main vocalist in any other group. But the fact that she still improves every comeback is insane. Like when she hits the end of this, like you're saying she's just a lead vocalist? I don't believe it.
감사합니다.
That was cool. So the one take was 10 minutes long from when they started filming until they cut, I guess, even though there was an extra like 20 seconds cut on the end. The fact that they did that without having to like getting to do it multiple times and they still did it pretty much flawlessly. I think the only things that like that one part in Some Love was the only thing that I thought maybe they didn't do perfectly with both Shion and Yuyeon, just that one note. But I don't know, maybe like I haven't listened to the song in like over a week, like I said. So maybe I'm just misremembering how it sounds in the original song. 'Cause I've only listened to it like a handful of times anyway. But it just in the live version sounded a little bit off. But it might be exactly how it is in the recorded version. I'll have to listen to it after this to find out for sure. Unless you want to tell me in the comments, I'm sure someone will. But yeah, overall, like at least 99% perfect. Real perfection isn't real anyway, and it's just amazing that they can do songs like this live. Everyone in Dreamcatcher is just a hell of a singer and dancer and performer in general. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.